working women, and everyday super moms. We got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
All right, let's get to it. 13 before the top of the hour, y'all. It is about that time. Eva's Corner. What's up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about everything womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And today we are talking about relationships. I got an email from a woman that said she just started dating a new guy. They've only been talking for about 3.5 months, but she says she thinks that she is in love. Now, while being in love very quickly, she says she also sees some red flags. She's afraid because she definitely wants a future with this man, but she has noticed that he is still in contact and in communication with other women, most importantly, exes. And she knows this because he likes their Instagram pictures. He comments on their Instagram, and she wants to know at what point is it appropriate for her to say something to him about his relationship and communication with his exes. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, well, if he's talking to them, he's not your man. But then I stopped and I thought, and everyone does not look for the same thing in a relationship. We don't. So at the end of the day, it's all about communication. I feel like people date for different reasons, and communication is absolutely key. Not everyone is dating for their forever love. And everyone's not dating for their forever love. So when you're out there, you want to make sure you communicate and know that, are we just hanging out? Is this serious, or do we want to go to another level? And for me, when I first started dating my husband, let's be real. Sex complicates things. So I think when you start the intimacy part without communication first, then you make that gray area where you have questions and you don't know if you can answer them. Now, obviously, they have kind of gone to the next level in their relationship, and I think it's time for her to communicate to him what it is she wants. However, how do you do that, Ricky, without running a guy off? This is where I need your help, because I think we assume that men are not as into us as we are to them, but y'all are. So how do we know when you guys are ready to take it to the next level?
Excuse me. The guy shouldn't be, if he's serious about the relationship, he shouldn't be in communication with ex-girlfriends. You know, if he's serious about the relationship. Because even just as a man, if you're serious about her, you don't need them damn soul ties, man. Them soul ties are real. You know,
Come on, soul ties.
Yeah, I know a girl has some fire, man, but dog, man, you got to give yourself an opportunity for your mind and body to connect to the one that you're with. And once you connect with her, then all of that other stuff will decrease anyway, you know, and them texting you or whatever. And you just got to know how to fade the black without, being nasty about it or being, offensive or whatever. But you got to be respectful, and you got to have a real conversation, because out of all you're getting, get an understanding. You know, a lot of times we like to go with stuff and just go with the flow of stuff and do everything that feel good and everything that sound good. But we never want to have those honest, hard conversations about things that need to be talked about. And that's when everything blows up, because there's no complete understanding, period. And you got to get an understanding.
And I think we work really hard at putting labels on things and being very hasty, with our decisions. And I'm here to tell you, be hasty, not at all, about nothing. Create a relationship and a connection versus labels. Because when you create the labels without communication, without an understanding, without a connection, then it leads to confusion. In 3.5 months, I'm sorry, sis, but his representative is still here. In 3 months, unless y'all are living together and are forced to be around each other in quarantine, then he is still giving you the represented version of himself, not the him
and then
that...
Eva, if he doing this at 3.5 months, man, y'all have to pay attention to small signs.
Come on
right?
now.
If he doing all this in 3.5 months and he's communicating with exes or whatever, and you just don't want to take a risk of getting hurt. So you might want to just have a reconsideration or kind of slow down a little bit and give him the opportunity to see, spread it out so you can see how serious he really is about you. Because the thing about it is, man, as men, we want to be with somebody that we can't live without. Period.
Message.
period. Like if she die, I die the next day because I can't take it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that's exactly what you want. And I think a lot of times we create in people what we want them to be versus looking at who they are. And so in 3 months, it's really hard to see who someone is versus the representative. So don't create in him who you want him to be. You're a man, you're this, you're that, and learn who he is.
Yeah.
And that takes time and that takes consistency. A man will show you who they are from their consistency or lack thereof.